everyone, this is Debs, and of course we're here for your TGIF for Friday the 22nd of August 2025. Hope you're all well out there, happy, healthy and safe. I hope you've got a great weekend planned. And we're going to be delving in, and of course I think we're going to be starting with the sign of Aries. I'm going to switch it up and do Pisces next, in the next couple of weeks, okay? All right guys, are you ready? My Aries, here we go. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine. What do we have for Aries, please? Friday, the 22nd of August, heading into the weekend and into a new week. Thank you, Michael. Here we go, Aries. That card wanting to be seen, the Magician. Okay. What are you manifesting, Aries? Are you manifesting a Virgo, a Scorpio, or a Gemini? You could have that in your chart. The Magician. Okay. All right, guys. The Six of Cups. Are you manifesting somebody from your past? Past life energy, Aries. The Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The Ten of Coins. The Seven of Coins. Let's keep going, guys. The Seven of Cups. The Lovers. The Devil. Strong Gemini, strong Capricorn energy. Two of Swords, Aries. Is somebody saying no? Somebody from the past is saying no. Three of Swords. Okay. The Six of Wands. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Coins. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands. Okay, Aries. To me, this is very, very clear. Now, you could be a feminine signing your masculine, or I'm simply dealing with a masculine Aries. I feel, to be honest with you guys, you, Aries, are trying to manifest somebody from your past, but this Queen of Swords is very guarded, very suspicious. She's talking to you about the Ten of Pentacles, and she's been looking at the past, looking at mistakes she made maybe with you previously, okay? She may be very confused. Seven of Cups. Are you wanting a lover situation here, Aries? And we have the Devil, in which case she's saying no, or is this going to be a clean connection? Aries, you may be heartbroken. You may have charged in, full of confidence, hoping to win this woman around, offering her love, offering her maybe a living together situation, but there could be an argument, Aries, with the Five of Wands, because if you're connected to somebody else, I feel this Queen of Swords is going to say no, okay? You may have felt it will be enough to talk about living together, building a life together. But what she's saying is, hang on, Aries, are you still sat in the Ten of Pentacles with somebody else? Underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. Aries, this is you having sleepless nights, okay? What you're realizing is, Knight of Pentacles, this has been a long time coming. You feel you should offer this Queen of Swords a serious commitment, but Aries, you may feel you can't do that. So you're basically moving towards her to say, well, would you be able to compromise? Nine of Cups. This would be your dream come true if she would say, okay, we can live together. But Aries, you may be sat in the Seven of Swords, guys. You may be, right? Page of Coins, hoping to offer her a little gift, hoping to turn up, you know, saying, I'm sorry for the past. Five of Coins, Aries, I think you're feeling left out in the cold in a relationship, But with the Page of Swords, she may say, sorry, Aries, you're not happy in your partnership, but unless you divorce, I'm just not interested. So Aries, you may be in a situation where you've moved out of living with somebody, but Aries, this may be a woman who wants to get married. This is a woman who doesn't want to see Mr. and Mrs. fall on her doormat if you guys live together. Names of you and somebody else, you and your wife. She doesn't want to deal with that. So what she's saying to you is, I'm so sorry. You may be conflicted, Aries. You may be trying to argue your situation, your point. Well, yes, but you know, I'm not romantically connected to my wife anymore. We're not living together anymore. I don't see the problem here. What she's saying is, yes, but Aries, we could never marry. If you're still legally married, we could never marry ourselves. And I'm sorry, I don't want to feel as if I've developed a life, built a new life with a man who is still connected to another woman. So Aries, I'm afraid this has been an ongoing story for you guys, but that is what we have. Let's dip into the hidden truth. I feel as if I'm dealing with cross-watchers here. So Aries, what would you like to say to this Queen of Swords? Possibly an Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. We've got Gemini energy here. We've got Capricorn. Let's see. Okay, Aries, what you'd want to say to her is, I hide behind material things. So Aries, you don't want to go through divorce because you're going to lose money, right? Sorry guys, this is a bit of a blunt reading for you. What you want to say to her is, I know I messed up everything. Okay. So, my lovely Aries, I'm leaving it there. Take care of you. And we're now moving to the sign of Taurus. Hello, my beautiful Taurians. Here we go, guys. This is your weekend check-in. Let's see what's going to be happening for you. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Taurians? Moving into the weekend and a brand new week. This is Friday, the 22nd of August. And I tell you what, guys, it's hotting up here in the south of France. I'm making these readings slightly shorter because otherwise I'm going to pass out in the heat. My aircon unit is way too noisy. What have you got for Taurus, please? Thank you, Michael. Okay, that wants to be seen. Ace of Coins. Taurus, are you moving? Are you moving house? Are you releasing equity? Are you thinking of moving in with someone? Ace of Coins. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, Nine of Swords. Or are you nervous, Taurus, that someone is moving away from you? We will see. The Queen of Wands. The Strength card. You could be dealing with a Leo. Knight of Coins. Interesting. Taurus. I may be connecting here with a masculine. Could be. The Death card. Scorpio. The Three of Cups. The Nine of Wands. The Ace of Swords. Truth is coming out. Somebody is ending a cycle, Taurus. Page of Swords, but you seem to be angry about this. This is a difficult message of truth. The Hermit. Virgo energy. Seven of Cups. I think, Taurus, you or somebody else have been in isolation, worried that something was going to happen, and this is what's happening. The High Priestess, Pisces energy, Cancerian energy, the Fool, Aries, okay? Wow. So what we have here, Taurus, is you stressed out, realizing that somebody's moving. Now that could be a Queen of Wands. who up until now has been holding back until she could afford to move. You feel this is going to change everything. I feel that you believe this Queen of Wands is very excited about this, but you're very nervous and guarded because you feel that if she moves, it's going to change everything. What's happening is you are communicating with a Virgo, I feel, who is very confused, desperately coming up with options, relating to somebody that's been left out in the cold, relating to somebody who isn't communicating with you anymore. You may feel that once this person knows that this Queen of Wands is moving or moving on, maybe with money, they're going to do something foolish, or they may just completely detach. This feels like a family dynamic, to be honest, Taurus. Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. This is truth, the Hanged Man. You may realize that somebody is wanting to know the truth, somebody who's feeling stuck about a fire sign potentially moving in another direction. You're thinking about a property, you're thinking about your stability, and with the Four of Swords, Taurus, you're holding back, trying to heal from, I feel, what this Queen of Wands is doing. You're worried that you're going to end up juggling money here because there's been enlightenment with the energy of the Sun, that this Queen of Wands is heading off in another direction. I'm hearing with the money. Knight of Pentacles. So Taurus, you may have given this Queen of Wands a lot of money, a lump sum of money. She's taken action quietly. She's been holding back until this point of time for some reason, but she's now saying, all right, I'm ready to move. You feel it's going to change everything while she's really happy. You're nervous and guarded because the truth is you're going to have to communicate this with somebody who you know is going to feel left out in the cold, who you know is going to be very unhappy about this. They're going to feel very confused. They may stop talking to you because they may be looking at the past and they may feel, okay, that's it, I'm detaching. Queen of Swords. You're realizing somebody here was strategic and it might be about money. They're shifting in another direction. They may be selling a property that you purchased for them or something like that. With the Four of Swords, you're having to heal. What you're thinking about is, oh my God, what are we going to do now? We're juggling money. We thought this person would sort of stay here, but no, enlightenment that they're heading off in another direction. They may even be moving to another country. So Taurus, this is the equivalent of you helping a child out with a lot of money, helping them get their foot on the housing ladder with the view that in return, they will be looking after you in your old age, right? You may have another sibling here who is coming through as the High Priestess. I feel, Taurus, what you're realizing is this Queen of Wands has quietly been planning on detaching with the money, selling the property, which may be in her name, heading off in another direction. And what you're thinking about is, oh my God, well, our other child is going to be, beside themselves with upset because they're leaving with the money. They're leaving with, the family money. Wow, it could be something like that, Taurus. You're really worried that this High Priestess is going to stop talking to you when she realizes what's actually happened, when she realizes the truth, that this Queen of Wands is moving on with the money. You're very nervous, Taurus. I think, Taurus, you're trying to prevent a family from disintegrating here. What would the Queen of Wands want to say to Taurus? Yeah. The Queen of Wands knew exactly what she was doing, Taurus. This was all planned. This was all planned. I wish I could share my good news with you. Taurus, she may have got a job in another area, but because you helped her out so much financially, you even bought her a property, she feels as if she can't celebrate with you because you're going to see this as a betrayal. I think she's basically leaving you in it. She's very excited. She's got maybe a job opportunity in another area. She's accepted it, but she's been worried about telling you the truth because she knows it will be a tower moment for you. You're afraid another family member is just going to disconnect from you because they will also feel betrayed. So you basically see this family disintegrating. So Taurus, you may need to have a sit-down conversation with this Queen of Wands to sort of, you know, in the nicest sense, corner her to say, what exactly are you planning? Because you're intuiting here, Taurus, that she's up to something. You may feel she's about to move, and she is. And it's going to cause you problems. Okay, guys? Alrighty. So, my lovely Taurians, I'm leaving it there. Let's head to the sign of Gemini. Okay, my lovely gems, here we go. By the way, guys, if you wondered, this is the Prometheus Tarot, all right? All my decks are listed down below. So, right, Gem, let's have a look and see what's going on for you. Friday, the 22nd of August. What do we have? Please, Archangel Michael, for my lovely Geminis. Thank you. What do we have for Gemini? Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing what's done is done. What's done is done. Okay. All right, my gems. Queen of Swords. So you're coming through as a female Gemini. Lovely. Standing your ground. You're saying to somebody that you feel left out in the cold. You may be talking to somebody saying you're worried about money. You may be communicating with a Virgo. Okay. Three of Wands, who may be waiting for their ships to come in with you because they love you. Knight of Cups. Oh, Gemini. Okay. Okay. Gemini, you are the Queen of Wands. All right. All right. Yeah. I think you were developing a third-party situation with this guy coming through as the Hermit and the Knight of Cups. I think with the Page of Cups, you're apologizing to this guy, feeling really burdened with the Nine of Wands, because I think you're married, Gemini. But what you're saying to him is, I just don't think I can get out of this marriage. The truth is, I do feel left out in the cold, but I'm really worried about being left in the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Knight of Coins, I think you may be saying to this guy, I know you want to commit to me, but it's still a risk if I actually divorce. Yeah, Strength card. He may say to you, Gem, I've been waiting for such a long time to commit to you. Do you not have the courage to do this? Right? Are you seriously going to hold back because of money? Because you want to stay financially stable? I know you're unhappy in your marriage. Nine of Cups. Gem, he may call you out. He may say to you, okay, so obviously you're choosing money over love. You're choosing to stay in a really unhappy marriage because it's financially stable. Then follow your heart and be with me. Star. I think, Gemini, what you're going to say to this guy is, I'm really sorry. You are my wish come true, but I think we have to let this go, and I think we both have to heal. I think that's what you're going to do, Justice. Okay. Yeah. King of Swords. You're in a cold relationship, King and Queen of Swords, in your marriage, Gemini. Justice is a legal contract. You have a King of Cups who's in love with you. You know that. This is a guy who's very upset, feeling as if you sabotaged the connection. I think what you're realizing here is you could be left juggling two pentacles. And I think with the Page of Swords, Gem, that's a difficult message of truth you're going to give your King of Cups. That you're having to walk away from him because you just can't face leaving your relationship. It's too risky for you financially. He's obviously devastated because he's in love with you. He wants you to leave. But yeah, Seven of Wands. I think you're going to be defensive, Gem. I think you're going to say, look, I've made my decision. I'm really sorry. I do have feelings for you. I do love you. But I can't do this. You know, you're saying to him, look, it would be a dream come true to be with you. But I think we have to let this go and heal, because I can't risk sitting in the Two of Pentacles feeling, stressed about money ongoing. So Gem, that's your decision. Let's have a look for my cross-watcher King of Cups. Although he could be a Virgo. We've also got Aquarian energy here. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Gemini, that's your message to him. Okay. Wow. I hid who I really am from you. Okay, Gem. This might have started as an affair. You may not have told him the truth when you first met, because maybe you just didn't want to burst his bubble, right? Maybe you just couldn't bear to tell him that you were a married woman. But obviously the truth came out. He said to you he'd wait for you. You ifed and ahed, do I divorce or not? And I think, Gemini, what you're realizing is you just can't do it. So you're basically wishing him well, telling him you love him, but you are closing the chapter. All right, my gems. So from here, we're moving to the sign of Cancer. Hello, my gorgeous Cancerians. Sorry, my sign just fell over. Oscar, my little kitty, just came in and disrupted everything. Bless him. He wanted his tea. Okay, here we go. My lovely Cancerians. Archangel Michael, what do we have for Cancer, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday, the 22nd of August. Hope you guys are well. My lovely Cancerians. What have we got for Cancer? Thank you, Michael. Cancer, you may be stepping into your power at this time. The Star, Aquarian energy. You may be thinking of an Aquarian, the Hermit, or a Virgo, or you may be feeling that you're very interested in somebody who is quite well known on social media, but privately they do keep themselves to themselves. I don't know why I'm feeling that. Judgment. Wow, gosh. Okay. Look at these major arcana. Sagittarian energy. Seven of Cups. All right. Cancer. I think you are making a judgment call to approach someone that you find very attractive. You're incredibly confused, though, as to whether or not these feelings are mutual. Tower. I think, Cancer, I have to say, I think this is you realizing that you've fallen for someone here and you didn't expect it to happen. Knight of Wands. Wow. Cancer, you are going for this person. The World. You are thinking that you could close out a cycle of being single. You're heading for your Empress. Okay. Wow. Okay, Cancer. Yeah, what you're realizing is you really want to work on this. You have met your Empress. This is really romantic, guys. Eight of Wands, you're going to go for it. Messages of passion. Cancer, Wheel of Destiny. What can I say? You may feel, Cancer, as if you've met the perfect person, the right person. You might believe that it was fate that you two met. Ace of Coins. You're imagining you guys living together, building a life together. Ace of Swords. And the truth is, you've met your person. This is somebody you can build with. This is somebody that you could create a beautiful life with. Cancer, it's as if, what am I doing holding back? This is the one for me. But it's a Tower moment, Cancer, for you. It's as if, oh, I was looking at other options. I was thinking maybe I should meet somebody else. I don't know, Cancer, whether or not this Empress is older than you. And you didn't expect to fall for a woman who was older. But Cancer, you're on fire. It's as if a switch has gone off inside you and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to go and get my Empress. Wow. Goodness me, my lovely Cancerians, you old romantic fools, you. The Strength card. I think, Cancer, you have been holding back from this woman who was sat in the Nine of Pentacles pre-Empress energy. I think with the Nine of Swords, you've been having sleepless nights because you couldn't get this woman off your mind. What you're realizing is, Death card, this is going to change my life. And I think you're going for it, Ace of Cups, because what you're realizing is you've fallen for this woman and it might have been a shock. What you're thinking about is, she makes me happy, right? And so with the Ten of Cups, Cancer, I think you're going to tell her how you feel. Oh my goodness. And you are ready to get married. I mean, you're ready to get married, Hierophant. You're ready to get married, Cancer. Oh my Lord. So guys, this is a Cancerian masculine who has met an Empress who is single. It may well be, Cancer, that you were nervous because she was a bit older than you, but you can't stop thinking about this woman. You told yourself, judgment, no, I'm going to look for somebody else. Maybe that you were looking for somebody younger. Maybe you were looking at other options, Cancer, but Tower, what you're realizing is you love this woman. And so here you are, speeding towards her, closing out a cycle of looking at other options because she's your Empress. You're realizing her worth. You're moving towards her to say, I want to work on this. I feel passionately about you. I think it was fate that we met. I can imagine us moving in together. I can imagine us starting a beautiful life. And I feel as if we could create an incredible future. I'm ready to get married. Cancer, how beautiful. So guys, here we go, the hidden truth. What is the hidden truth that you want to let her know, Cancer? What do you want to say to her? I remember every detail of that day. Maybe, Cancer, the day you met. Maybe, Cancer, the day you met this woman. I love you. Yeah. Cancer, it might hit you like a ton of bricks, but what you're realizing is, what am I doing? Looking at other options. She's right there. I'm in love with this woman. So, my lovely Cancerians, you may express how you feel. Gorgeous. All right, my lovely Cancerians, a lovely reading for you. We're moving now to the sign of Leo. Okay, here we go, my lovely Leos. How's it going, people? Hope you're well. Hope you got a great weekend planned. Let's see what's going on, guys. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Leos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine, Friday, the 22nd of August. I'm hearing the word shell-shocked. Somebody may say something, Leo, and you may not know what to say. I'm not getting anything negative, though, but we will see. We will see. I say that, guys, because I'm seeing somebody who's opened the fridge and they are just frozen, as in they're thinking about something. They haven't shut the fridge door because they're in thought. And then, oh, God, okay, yeah, let's just get on with my day, right? It's as if they were frozen thinking about this. I'm hearing revelation. Okay. Oh, let's hope it's good, Leo. Let's see what's going on, guys. The Five of Coins. The Moon. Oh, Leo. Are you there worried that you're going to be left on your own to struggle financially or just left by yourself? Five of Cups. You've been looking at things negatively, Leo. Telling yourself the harsh truth. Oh, I'm going to be on my own forever. I'm going to be struggling financially. But then there's going to be a Tower moment. Why do I feel that that is the revelation which might shift your mindset, Leo? Why do I feel that this is the divine telling me how you have been feeling? Yeah. Leo, King of Pentacles. Leo, somebody's coming in wanting to commit. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio. Wow, 6 of Wands. Leo, this is someone confidently moving towards you to say, I think that we're supposed to be together. Yes, the Star. This is going to be a dream come true. Aquarian energy. And Knight of Wands. There's a heck of a lot of passion between you two. Celebration. 3 of Cups. Holy moly. Queen of Swords. Okay, I think that's you, Leo. You have questions. It's almost as if you can't quite believe it. Yeah, you're a bit confused, Leo. You're sat in the Queen of Swords basically saying, hang on, cowboy, what do you mean I'm the one? What do you mean that you love me? What do you mean you want to commit? You're seeing things totally differently. It's as if, oh my God, I never thought this would happen. Page of Coins. This is somebody who wants to commit to me. This is somebody bringing me a gift. This is somebody saying you're the one I've been looking for. Leo, you may not know what to say. Underneath that is the 2 of Cups. Leo, somebody's in love. I mean, is this somebody that fell in love with you a while ago but didn't think the feelings were reciprocated? 4 of Swords. Leo, you may need to take a minute, guys. You may need a hot minute because this person is serious. 4 of Wands is somebody who wants to build a life with you, somebody who is talking about moving in together. 10 of Pentacles. Leo, this is someone deadly serious. This is somebody who sees themselves with you long term. This would be an equal give and take relationship. Okay. This is somebody you can trust. This is somebody reliable. Sending you passionate messages, Leo. Wow. Goodness me, guys. King of Cups. You have a King of Cups in love with you. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah. Leo. It's a done deal, guys. If you feel the same way as him, I mean, you're Saturn pre-Empress energy. I think this guy is single too. I don't think you're going to be single for long because the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out, Leo, that this guy's ready to get married. Hierophant. So, I don't know what to say. I mean, this guy's coming through as a King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. He's warm, loving, giving. He's financially stable. This is a guy who is ready to marry. Okay, and there's going to be a heck of a lot of passion to boot. So, Leo, just be prepared. If you're there thinking, I'm going to be on my own for the rest of my life, I'm really fearful about the future, you're looking at things negatively, you may have had a difficult message of truth recently which brought down the Tower, but I think the real shock is this guy moving towards you to say, hey, you're my wish come true, I'm super attracted to you, I'm really stable, I love spending time with you, and you're saying, hang on, what are you talking about? And they're saying, well, I was really confused before looking at other options, but I see things differently now. I'm in love with you. And I'm hearing game over. And I'm hearing wedding bells. Okay, this is the most beautiful reading, Leo. You may not know what to say, guys. Okay, people. Hidden truth. Hidden truth. This is when I get nervous as a reader, hoping it's good news. What have you got? Yeah. Leo, this person is so incredibly attracted to you. It's crazy. Yeah, it's as if he's told himself, what am I doing? Hanging back. I'm going to go and get my Leo. And he's coming in. Yeah, he can't stop thinking about you, Leo. He can't stop thinking about you, guys. What is with all these romantic men? It's lovely. Okay. So, my gorgeous Leos, beautiful reading. Best of luck going forward. Have a lovely weekend. And we're now moving to the sign of Virgo. All right, so my beautiful Virgos, are you ready, guys? Let's see what's going on Friday, the 22nd of August. Here we go. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Virgos, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and I hope I don't lose my voice. Friday, the 22nd of August. What do we have for my lovely Virgos? Thank you, Michael. Okay, I'm hearing someone say to themselves, it might actually all work out perfectly. Oh, okay. What are you planning, Virgo? What are you planning? Let's see what's going on, guys. The 9 of Wands. You're a little bit nervous. You're sitting in a bit of a guarded energy. You may have been through a tough time. 10 of Cups. You may have been through a tough time in your relationship or relating to a family situation. The Devil. Okay. Capricorn energy. I think you've been trying to take control of a toxic family situation. I think, Virgo, there's someone in your family who is obsessed with money. She's a single woman. She's obsessed with money, and she's obsessed with moving forward with that money. She's leaving. Wow, okay. What you're worried about is you're going to be left out in the cold with not very much money. With the energy of the High Priestess, you feel, Virgo, that somebody has already intuited that would happen, and they have held back knowing that that would happen. This is a Queen of Cups who is sitting in self-love. 4 of Cups. She's not very happy about the situation, Virgo. She may be thinking that somebody's basically done a runner with the family money. They've headed off. Maybe selling a property. This is somebody selling a property. Temperance could be a Sag. She feels this has been a long time coming. I think this High Priestess, Queen of Cups, realized that this was going to happen. Yeah. She is living at a distance. She may be worried that if this woman sat in the 9 of Pentacles leaves with the Chariot, it's going to affect her negatively. She may have to leave where she's living across the water to come back home. Underneath the deck, Virgo, wow, 4 of Coins. You're holding back, you're keeping hold of your money, Virgo. You're worried about your finances. You may be trying to make a decision about what to do. There's you, Virgo, Hermit. You're doing a lot of soul searching about this. You're sitting in fear with the energy of the moon. What the hell's going to happen now? You may believe you took a leap of faith and a risk when you shouldn't have done. It could be with family money. I think, Virgo, what you're realizing is you overindulged someone financially. They've basically taken from you and said thank you very much, and then they're heading off in another direction. Virgo, you may feel betrayed by this person, sat in the 9 of Pentacles, and this is a Tower moment. You see things totally differently. There could be a very difficult message of truth that you're going to have to give someone here. Could be a Pisces. What you're saying is, we're in a difficult situation now because whoever the pre-empress is headed off into the sunset. I think what she's going to say to you, Virgo, is, well, I saw it coming. This has been a long time coming. This has been a long time coming. What she's going to say to you is, well, you gave her all this money, right? And now she's done what I thought she would do. She's basically saying, thank you very much, but I'm disconnecting from the family. So, Virgo, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I can't leave this reading like this. So what are you going to say to this Queen of Cups? Page of Coins. I think, Virgo, with the Page of Coins, you're basically saying, I'm really sorry about a younger fire sign. but she's holding back. She's holding back from moving. We've talked to her. She's holding back from moving, and we're trying to move to calmer waters here. Because I was very angry with her. Okay, so Virgo, what you're going to do is say to this High Priestess, Queen of Cups, don't worry, it's all right. I have spoken to the woman sat in the Nine of Pentacles who was going to leave and basically said, you can't go. You got to hold back from leaving because you're going to leave us penniless. Or we gave you this money with the view that you will be here taking care of us as we grew older. You can't go. You're going to put this Queen of Cups mind at rest that it's okay. You've moved to calmer waters with the woman sat in the Nine of Pentacles because you put your foot down. You put your foot down, Virgo. What is this Queen of Cups saying? Thank God. So is it over? Is it over? Is she staying? Okay, what are you going to say, Virgo? The Star, yeah. What you're going to say is, yeah, we are healing the situation. She's still stood at crossroads, but we think it's going to be okay. Because basically, with the Seven of Wands, we were very defensive and said, you cannot leave us in this situation. After we helped you out financially, after we put you in the energy of the Nine of Pentacles, you can't leave, right? It's out of order. You can't do that to us. So you're saying to this Queen of Cups, don't worry, you won't have to move back across the water because we have put our foot down and said to this woman sat in the Nine of Pentacles that she can't do this. But Virgo, this has been a bit of a shock for you, you know? Let's have a look and see what this Nine of Pentacles woman would want to say to you. Yeah, she knew exactly what she was doing. I think this is a woman who was after the family money. You were overly generous, feeling that she would be there to take care of you as you grew older. What you didn't realize was her plan was to take the money, the family money, and just leave you in it. What else would this woman sat in the Nine of Pentacles say? Yeah, she replays your conversations over and over, Virgo. I mean, this is her feeling really guilty, knowing deep down that she shouldn't be doing this. What are you saying to this woman sat in the Queen of Cups? I think this is another family member. Okay, Virgo. You know you crossed the line with the woman who is the water sign. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, I think this is a family dynamic. You may have given a woman sat in the Nine of Pentacles a lot of family money, a lot of stability. Maybe she needed help previously, but you breadcrumbed a Queen of Cups. So what you're saying to the Queen of Cups is, look, because we breadcrumbed you and we apologize for that, we crossed the line with you, we are not expecting you to sacrifice and come back home and take care of us. It is the role of the woman sat in the Nine of Pentacles because she's the woman that's received all the financial stability. Wow. What would the Queen of Cups say to you, Virgo? It's time for me to heal now. It's as if she's so fed up with the drama that this woman has caused in the family dynamic. She's sat in the energy of the devil. Yeah, she's sick of this woman. So Virgo, that is what we have. I hope it's helpful. Don't worry, you're going to manage to talk to this Nine of Pentacles female and persuade her not to leave. I think you will talk to her about moral obligations, Virgo. Okay? All right, guys, so leaving it there, we're moving to the sign of Libra. Hello, my lovely Libras. Happy Friday, guys. Hope you guys are well. Hope you've got a great weekend planned. Let's figure out what's going to be happening for you over the next few days. Moving into the weekend, into a new week. What do we have, Archangel Michael, for my Libras. Friday the 22nd of August. Can't believe it, guys. Friday the 22nd of August. I'm hearing someone say, I could do this, but I don't know if I should. Should I do this? Okay. You may be figuring out what you want to do, Libra. The Hierophant. Okay. There could be a conversation with a Taurian. Seven of Cups. A little confused, Libra. Okay. About the Four of Wands. About a property, about a proposal, Libra. Ace of Pentacles. Should you move? Should you move? Knight of Wands. Should you move? Should you just go for it? I think, Libra, up until this point of time, you have been sat communicating with Source and your higher self, looking at options to make you happy. But what you're actually realizing is you want to change location. You may have thought, well, you know, I'll go on holiday for a couple of weeks, or I'll try and, you know, consider expanding my career or dipping into hobbies, that sort of thing. No, Libra, I think you're realizing you just want to move. Yeah, you've been deliberating. You've been really thinking, I know I'm ready to move. Seven of Coins. You may realize that you've stayed put for way too long. I think with the King of Coins, you're going to go and see somebody who is connected to finances, could be a mortgage advisor, could be a realtor. I think, Libra, you're going to communicate with someone. Yeah, to basically say, all right, I've looked at my finances. I'm almost seeing you here on the phone to someone. I've looked at my finances. I think I'm ready to move. All right, guys. Yeah, you're ready to walk away from where you have been, Libra. Page of Wands, you're on a new mission. This is very exciting for you. You're all inspired. Oh, let's check out new properties, or let's check out new areas. Page of Coins, you've got a beginner's mind, Libra. This is really beautiful, guys. Libra, I think you're simply ready. Nine of Pentacles, you're ready. You can afford to do this. You can afford to do this. Yep, you're moving. Chariot, you can afford to do this. Wow. So I think, Libra, you have been trying to make yourself happy as such for the longest time. Trying to fill your days with other things, trying not to think about this. You may have revamped your home, you may have redecorated, but it's just not enough. You're ready to move. You're ready for a brand new cycle, a brand new start. You may be thinking of a new location. Yeah. Libra, Justice. You may be looking at a legal contract. You could be looking at a mortgage. You could be going to see a realtor, an estate agent, whoever this is, and having a look to see what's on the market. You're very excited. You're very excited about this. Lots of communication. And this, of course, is your energy as well, Libra. Justice. Gosh, Six of Wands. I mean, this is victory and success. You're fired up and excited about this. Ace of Wands. This is a passionate new start for you. I think you're leaving the past behind, Libra. Ace of Swords is you knowing the truth within yourself. You are ready to move. Yeah, because with the energy of Temperance, Libra, I think you know you've been coasting, waiting, biding your time for way too long. It's time for a big change. Death card. Time for a massive change. Yeah, Libra. So, guys, it's all looking very exciting. You may just have one of those moments, Libra, when you're wandering around your home thinking, yeah, you know, it's okay. And then, I don't know, you may flick on a channel to do with properties and you may think it's no good. It's no good. I want to move. I want to change location. I want a fresh, clean slate. I want a new start. I want to be somewhere different, right? Yeah, and this is you getting going. So, my beautiful Libras, we're moving to the Archangel Michael deck because this is a life change for you. Okay, so Archangel Michael, what would you want to say to my beautiful Libras? What would you want to say to Libra, please? Thank you, Michael. Lean on God and the angels for support at this time. Dear God and angels, I give you this situation now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. So Libra, lean on God and the angels for support at this time. Miracles will unfold. You may find your perfect property and you may realize, Libra, it is more than affordable. Okay? Hello, my lovely Scorpios. Here we go, guys. It is that time again. Let's find out what's going to be happening for you over the weekend and into a new week, maybe, although these readings are timeless. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Scorpios? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, Friday the 22nd of August. I can't believe, guys, we're nearing September. Unbelievable. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. You're deliberating, Scorpio. Do I do this, don't I? Do I do this, don't I? You're weighing up the pros and cons. All right. The World. You could be thinking of closing out a cycle. You could be thinking of starting a business. You could be thinking of global travel. Okay. 10 of Cups. Wow. Gosh. Okay. 4 of Wands. Scorpio, you're thinking of your future happiness, guys. The Devil, I think you're realizing that you've been so obsessed about hanging on to your stability that you've forgotten that the most important thing is for you to be happy. 4 of Swords, you've really been thinking about this. I mean, this is you hanging on to a property for dear life in a particular area because you thought, well, you know, it's my pension, it's my security. But what you're realizing is, I want to be happy. The Magician, you want to manifest a beautiful, stable situation with someone, Scorpio. And I think you're going to make a major decision with judgment to find your happiness is what I'm hearing. You want to get married. Gosh. You want to fall in love with the 2 of Cups. Scorpio. 6 of Wands. You want to feel as if you're moving forward in your life. But you're sitting in your head about this. It's as if this is you dreaming of what you really want to do, but you're sat there feeling all stressed out and fearful, right? Yeah, but what you're thinking about is, I want to sit in the sun, I want to be happy, I want to grow and expand. I think you are considering a major move, and it could be to another area of the world even. 7 of Coins, you've been looking at past mistakes. You have sat where you are for way too long. You've been hanging on to your money, holding back from making a move. I think, Scorpio, what you're realizing is it's simply time for you to spread your wings. Underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is you, my lovely Scorpios. I think you have been deliberating. 2 of Pentacles. Do I make this move? Do I embrace major change and transformation? You know you haven't been happy, Scorpio. You know you haven't been happy. I think you're ready to go for your wish come true. Page of Wands, you're thinking, I just need to start. I just need to explore new places, look at new properties, right? I think you're ready to actually move. You may have been thinking about your health as well. Maybe where you are is not good for your health. And yeah, Chariot, I think you're going. I think you're moving. You may not know which direction. You may be pulled in different directions. But I think, Scorpio, I am connecting with a single person who might have felt on their own for a period of time. You're ready to meet the right person. You're ready to move into a commitment. You're ready for that next step in your life. And as far as you're concerned, You feel it's all going to happen for you when you move location. So I think, Scorpio, this is you getting the show on the road, guys. The Chariot. So, my lovely Scorpios, we're moving to the Archangel Michael Oracle deck. I feel as if you need some guidance. Archangel Michael, what would you want to say to my beautiful Scorpios? Thank you, Michael. Make a commitment. Yeah? So, Scorps, here we go. Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. It's time for you to concentrate on you. It's time for you to commit to you, okay? And if that means relocating, looking at a new property, looking at finding the love of your life, Scorpio, I think you're ready to do it, guys. Yeah. So, very exciting. I'm living it there. Take care of you. Have a lovely weekend. And let's now move to the sign of Sagittarius. So here we go, my beautiful Saggies. Let's find out what's going on. Let's see what the divine has to say. So Archangel Michael, maybe have some guidance, please. What do we have for my lovely Sagittarians? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday the 8th. Friday the 22nd of August. I'm going back in time. Oh, Sag, are you going back in time? Okay. Friday the 22nd of August, moving into the weekend, into a new week. What do we have for Saggy? Thank you, Michael. So you may be sat in nostalgia, guys. You may be. We will see. Let's have a looky. Oh, that one wants to be seen. The King of Swords. So, Sag, you could be sat in the King of Swords, you could be creating a plan, or you may be seeking legal advice. All right. You could, of course, be communicating with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. The Nine of Swords. In your head, Saggy, the High Priestess, about someone that you're not communicating with, but somebody who's also very intuitive. The King of Pentacles. The Magician. The Seven of Coins. Okay. I may be connecting with a masculine Saggy, but Sag, you're in your head about someone who stopped communicating with you. I think you want to commit to this person. You want to manifest commitment with this person, but you're looking at past mistakes. Did you upset this person? Did you say something out of order? I think you want to make it right, Sag, but you're nervous that this is done. Ooh, Ten of Swords. The Tower. This came to a really painful ending. Sag, and this was a shock. Okay. You may have sat in guilt, remorse, regret. I should never have said that. I should never have done that. Yeah, you're thinking about a Queen of Cups, Sag. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. You feel any hope, Sag, of committing to this woman, sitting in the Ten of Pentacles with this woman, is now gone. You were hoping that you two could rebuild, work in partnership to maybe build the Ten of Pentacles together. But Sag, you may have treated this woman like a one-night stand. You may have juggled this woman with somebody else. And I think there were angry words about this. So guys, is this woulda, coulda, shoulda? Underneath the deck, Chariot. I think, Sag, you have been considering moving towards her to talk. Now, she could be a Cancerian for some of you, but you've been holding back, Leo energy, and tempering that desire, temperance, Because with the 10 of Wands, you're burdened about the past. You're burdened about the past. 3 of Wands, you keep thinking about this woman. You want to embrace change, but you also keep thinking about an argument. Well, what if she's not happy to see me, right? And so, Sag, you're just sat in limbo at crossroads, kind of knowing the truth. And I think the truth is, you just need to move yourself to calmer waters, as in, you need to forget about this woman and just move forward. Meet somebody else, you know? Yeah. So, Sag, everyone makes mistakes. Don't beat yourself up about this. But I think what you're realizing is it's done. I feel this woman has moved on. I feel this woman is taking control of her life and she's not looking back. Okay? So, Sag, the hidden truth. Let's have a look and see what you'd want to say to this High Priestess. I feel as if I'm connecting with a lot of cross-watchers out there. I will wait for a sign from you. Okay, so rather than moving towards her, Sag, because of a rather challenging past energy between the two of you, this is you sitting in regret about the past. You're waiting to see if she's going to communicate with you. But I don't know. Yeah, you're very attracted to this woman, Sag. You're very attracted to this woman. Wow, she was the best thing in your life at some point. But you know you crossed the line with her. You know that you did something which caused her to pull back and just to disconnect. You're fully aware of that. So, Sag, everything happens for a reason. Take this as a lesson. I don't think this woman is going to communicate with you. I think you need to put this in the past. But Sag, there will be someone else out there for you, okay? So guys, I'm leaving it there. Have a really good weekend. And let's shift now to the sign of Capricorn. Hello, my beautiful Caps. How are things going, guys? Hope you're well. Hope you got great things that you're going to be looking forward to for the weekend. Can't speak today. Goodness me. So let's see what's going on for you, Caps. Let's see what's going on, Caps. You're very quiet at this time. Gosh, I feel you're so quiet. Are you in your head? Are you mulling things over? Are you meditating? What do we have for my lovely Capricorns, Michael, please? Friday the 22nd of August. Okay, what I'm hearing is, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? Okay. Ooh, Caps. Sounds quite serious. Let's have a look. See what's going on. Yeah, the Chariot. Yeah. You're pulled in two different directions, Cappy. You may be thinking of a Cancerian at this time. 6 of Pentacles, you're thinking about money, or you're feeling you should leave an unequal give and take situation. 9 of Wands, you kind of had enough. It's as if, I don't know how much longer I can do this for. 5 of Pentacles, you feel a bit left out in the cold, either from someone or in an environment that you're in. It could even be a job. You're worried about money, though, if you go. 4 of Swords, but you're thinking very intensely about this. You're taking a big step back. You're trying to look at the bigger picture, and what you're thinking about is, what is the best direction for me to move in? What do I do here? Wow. Okay. 3 of Coins. You may be wanting to work in partnership with someone. There could be an opportunity. That person could be an Aquarian. Page of Wands. You may be thinking about reaching out, a little message. 4 of Wands. Wow, because you're thinking that you may want to put down roots in the same place where there's someone that you feel you can build a life with or collaborate with, even build a business with. Judgment. This is a really serious judgment call, Cappy, for you. All you want to do is move to calmer waters. You want to get out of your head. You want to choose a direction and stick to it. The Devil. Okay, that's you. You are obsessed with moving yourself to calmer waters. Page of Cups. You may want to apologize to someone, or you could be thinking of a child. Temperance. Sag energy. Cappy, you have been coasting, thinking about making a move, thinking about heading in a different direction, but you haven't up until this point of time. It might be because of a child, it might be because of finances, but I feel, Capricorn, you're simply ready. I think you're ready, guys. I do. Death card, yes. You may have recently transformed your life, or there might have been issues in the past with a Scorpio. 8 of Cups, you followed the path of light, Cappy, even though with the moon you didn't know where you were going to end up. I think with the energy of the world, you're wanting to close out a cycle now. You've been in your head about doing this. In your head about ending a situation, shifting in another direction. You're thinking about your health, or you could be thinking about a Leo. You know, Capricorn, that with the energy of the Magician, you can manifest a brand new cycle. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I think, Happy, Knight of Wands, you are preparing. I'm hearing to drop anchor elsewhere. I think, Capricorn, you are somehow heading for a lot of happiness. You may be heading towards a Leo here, moving towards a Leo. We got Sag energy here, Aquarian energy. I think it's simply time, Capricorn, for you to shift in another direction. It's been on your mind for the longest time, pulled in 2 different directions, wanting a balanced situation, feeling a bit burdened, feeling a bit left out in the cold, feeling a little isolated, wanting to work in partnership with someone. You may simply feel it's time, you know? I think this is you brainstorming with yourself because you've coasted and waited for way too long. I think, Cappy, it's time. I think it's time. Yeah, underneath that, the Fool. I think you're ready to take a brand new leap of faith, and we have the King of Coins. So, Cappy, this could be you, or you could be a female ready to head into a really stable situation, but you know you have to leave where you are to do it. Okay? So, Capricorn, moving into the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, because this is about you. This is a decision you need to make about your future life path, okay? So, cards are jumping. What do we have for my lovely Capricorns? Thank you, Michael. Yeah, look at that. Detach from the situation. And the prayer reads, Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama, so I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and in this situation. You're ready, Cappy. Cut any attachment to fear. If you've been in a rather chaotic, dramatic situation, whatever that is, it's time to leave that. It's time to detach and concentrate on something and somewhere new. Yeah. Beautiful. So, Cappy, I'm leaving it there. Have a lovely weekend, and we're now shifting to the sign of Aquarius. Hello, my lovely Aquarians. Happy Friday, guys. Thank God it's Friday. Let's see what's going on for you. Moving into the weekend and into a new week. What do we have, Archangel Michael, for my lovely Aquarians over the next few days? What do we have for Aquarius? Thank you, Michael. What do we have for Aquarius? I'm hearing somebody in their head. They seem to be at the kitchen sink somehow. And they're saying to themselves, I don't quite know what to say about this. How am I going to put this? You may be needing to have a rather awkward conversation with someone, Aqua. You're nervous. You're saying to yourself, I've got to handle this carefully. Okay. Wow. The 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Coins. Do you feel left out in the cold, Aqua, or are you worried about money? The 2 of Cups. The 7 of Cups. The 5 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. Okay. Aquarius, this is a bit of a challenge, guys, because you're in love with someone, but you were either looking at other options, not quite sure whether or not this person was the one for you, or you may have known you were in love with someone, but you turned your back on them, you looked at other options, you sabotaged this, and now you're realizing this person won't take you back. You may believe that they were justified in walking away from you, Libra energy. Only now, Aquarius, are you ready to truly commit. You may feel it's too late. You are wanting an equal give and take relationship. You're ready to put in the effort. Queen of Coins. I think I'm dealing with a masculine Aquarian who is suddenly seeing somebody's worth in the nicest sense. You may be thinking of an earth sign, Aquarius, a Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn, or a Libra. Page of Cups. You may be wanting to apologize to someone and say to them, I do love you, right? Wow, Knight of Cups. But you're worried with the 2 of Swords, they're not going to want to communicate. Because Aquarius, you may have, in the nicest sense, rushed into their life. You may have treated them like an option, a casual connection. And now you're thinking, it's probably too late. The Moon, you're just sat in fear. Okay. Oh, Aqua, my heart goes out to you because I think you're truly in love with someone. But you may have disregarded them and thought, okay, well, let's see who else is out there. What you're thinking about is, I sabotaged this connection. This was a really special connection. You're ready now to balance things out. You're ready to fully commit to this person. You want to put in the effort. This is your ideal partner. But you feel that if you try and move towards them to say, sorry, I do love you, they're just going to say it's too late. You treat me like a one-night stand or a casual connection, and you're fearful of rejection, Aquarius. Underneath the deck, we have the 4 of Coins. So you have been holding back from moving towards someone to say that you love them, to say that you want to rebuild this. You've been holding back. And with the energy of the Hermit, this person could be a Virgo. You may have been doing some soul searching, realizing that you had to face Judgment Day for maybe not seeing this person's worth at the time. All you want to do is move to calmer waters with this person. But you're afraid, Aquarius, it's too late. You're afraid that with the 8 of Cups, they've already emotionally detached. So Aquarius, this is how you're feeling, but should we see if there's a chance that this woman's going to take you back, this Queen of Pentacles? Let's see. Okay. So what is going to happen, Archangel Michael, if Aquarius reaches out to this Queen of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, she may say to Aquarius that she's recently moved. She may say, well, I've moved from the location I was in before. So if this is someone local, Aquarius, she's moved from the area. Okay. And she's in a temperate place. Okay, she's moved. She's settled. Page of Coins. Aquarius, this isn't a woman who seems angry or upset. I think she'll talk to you, but she may put you in the friend zone. She may put you in the friend zone. Page of Coins. Look, Aqua, I'm not really looking for a relationship, or I'm not wanting to rebuild this with you, but we can be friends. What else is she going to say to Aquarius? The High Priestess. Not much else. Not much else. I mean, this is her saying to you, you know, the past is a past. Let's not worry about it. Let's not go over it. I've moved to a new location. I'm finding my feet. I'm settling in. We can be friends, you know. No hard feelings. But she's not going to want to talk about rebuilding this as a relationship. How is she feeling deep, deep down? What's going on with her? The Star. She's healed, Aquarius. She's healed and she's balanced out her life. She does think about you now and again. This is Aquarian energy. She does. At one point, Aquarius, you were her dream come true. But I feel that whatever happened in the past, she's decided to let this go. I'm hearing with love. And move in another direction. Yeah. I think, Aquarius, you might have to just let her go emotionally. Yeah, she's going to hold back. She may be concentrating on her health at this time. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see if there's love coming in the future for you, Aqua, because I don't think this woman's going to want a relationship. The Five of Wands. The Ten of Wands. Oh, Aqua, are you going to try and fight for this woman? I mean, this is you feeling really burdened, wanting to fight off the competition. But Aquarius, this is done, okay? What you're looking at is, this is done. This is done. Okay, the Divine wants you to look at this from a different perspective, the Hangman. She could be a Pisces. Aqua, I think you just got to let this go, guys. Alrighty. So, let's dip into the hidden truth. So, here we go. Archangel Michael, what would Aquarius like to say to this woman? What would Aquarius like to say to this woman? That you lost yourself for a little while, okay? Maybe you were in a bad place when you met this woman and you're looking back thinking, gosh, you know, I should have behaved a little bit better than I did, or I didn't really know what I wanted, or I sabotaged this. Yeah, Aquarius, you couldn't let this woman get close to you. That might have been half the problem. She may have tried to get close to you, get you to open up, but you just didn't. So Aquarius, you left her before she could leave you. So you detached from her, convinced that she would leave you in the end. Could be simply a question of lack of self-confidence, Aqua. Maybe you'd had a really bad relationship before this woman. You were really hurt. You assumed that she would betray you or leave you or treat you badly. And so you may have treated her, Aquarius, as someone temporary in your life. And because of that, Aqua, she may have felt very confused. I mean, what this says was, you finished things with her. You left her. You said, no, this is not working, right? And it may be that she just thought, okay, well, if Aquarius doesn't love me, then I'm off. What else do you want to say to this woman? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Aquarius, I think you fell in love with this woman, but maybe somebody else left you out in the cold before, and you were suffering from heartbreak. You were still sort of healing. You weren't ready for a relationship, but you went with it with this woman. And then because you got scared that she would leave you or cheat on you or treat you badly, you just disconnected. You may have been passive aggressive. You may have started arguments for no reason. You may have overreacted. You may have shut her out of your life, and now you're looking back in regret. But Aqua, no hard feelings. You know, she's very happy to talk to you, obviously. But if you press her and say, look, I'm ready to rebuild this. I want to start a relationship with you. I'm wanting to start all over again with you. She's not going to say much else. And I think what you're going to realize is she's very happy staying in touch with you. She's happy to rebuild a friendship with you, but she has moved on. Okay? So don't fight off the competition because you're only going to feel burdened. Understand this is over and try and see things from her perspective. All right? So Aqua, my goodness. I am leaving the reading there. And finally, let's head to the sign of Pisces. Hello, my lovely Pisces. How are you guys? You're the last, but absolutely not the least. Let's find out what's going to be happening for you over the next few days. Friday, the 22nd of August. How we got through this year, I have no idea. I have no idea. What have we got for my lovely Pisces? Thank you, Michael. What do we have for my lovely Pisces? Oh, by the way, guys, I will be putting out overview readings for you for 2026, obviously. But if you want to know what's going to be happening between now and the end of the year, do check back because the 2025 overview readings for you guys and all the signs are on my playlist. Okay, so you can always check those out. I'm mentioning it because a couple of people emailed me. Yeah, they're on the playlist. Okay. So, Pisces, 22nd of August, 2025. Thank you, Michael. Okay, let's see what's going on, my beautiful fishies. Oh, Knight of Wands. All right. There could be somebody racing towards you. Could be a fire sign. Or Pisces, are you really busy? Seven of Cups. Sorry I'm laughing, guys. Knight of Swords. You're not happy, Pisces. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. All right. Okay. Pisces, I think you've got a fire sign moving towards you, but you're very confused. It's as if, what the hell are you doing moving towards me in the Knight of Wands? You're going to speak your truth. Two of Coins. Yeah, no, I'm way too busy to talk to you, to spend time with you. You're sat in the Knight of Wands. You know, what do you expect? Seven of Coins, you're looking back at past mistakes, thinking, I'm not going to get wrapped up with somebody sat in this ridiculous energy, is what I'm hearing. Pisces, this person's trying to send you passionate messages. You're not moving. Pisces, it's as if you can see this person coming a mile off and you're thinking, hell no, hell no. Ace of Wands, yeah, no, I think this person's just wanting a fling. I don't think so. I don't think so. Pisces, you may say to this person, look, I'm sorry, but I've moved on. I'm looking at a brand new life here. I've put down roots, you know, I'm looking to my future. I'm not sat looking for a fling. Basically what you're saying to this person is, I've grown up and I'm not interested in messing around with Knight of Wands energies. Yeah, you're saying, look, unless you're serious, unless you want to talk to me about a proper relationship, which would lead to the Four of Wands, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm busy working, says Pisces. I'm busy working. Queen of Coins. Pisces, you are rebuilding your foundation. And I don't know why I said rebuilding. Oh, I know, yes, because I felt you were juggling money here a little bit. You are trying to move yourself into a Queen of Coins single energy. Or Pisces, you are simply no longer dealing with Knight of Wands energies. You're wanting to put effort into a connection with somebody who sees you as their future partner, right? You're looking for an emperor in basic terms. Wheel of Destiny. What you're saying to this person is, I've moved forward into a new cycle. I'm not interested in you. I'm moving forward and I'm hoping to meet someone who's going to make me happy, hoping to meet someone who's going to offer me a beautiful commitment. So, Pisces, you're telling this person what you want, and you're basically saying, unless you're serious about me and with the energy you're coming in with, I don't think you are, leave me alone. Okay, guys. Underneath the deck, 3 of Wands. Pisces, you've turned your back on Knight of Wands energies. I think you had a lot of problems with people who were just looking for short-term flings. You've healed, and I think you distanced yourself. I feel what you're thinking about is the next person I put effort into is going to be my emperor, right? Temperance. Unless I feel somebody is sat in the energy of an emperor, I'm okay single. 2 of Wands. Pisces, you're very happily sat at crossroads. There's no stress here. There's no burden. Yes, you may be busy. You may be juggling money. But Pisces, you're in no rush. You're in no rush, guys. High Priestess. Pisces, you don't even really want to talk to this person. I don't think you're going to be rude. But they're going to get the picture that you're not wanting to have a casual fling situation. Because with the Ace of Swords, you've changed, you've matured, you've grown up, you know what you're looking for, and you're just not going to entertain people sat in the Knight of Wands anymore. You might have done in the past and regretted it. No more. So, is there somebody coming in for Pisces who is wanting to commit? Is there someone else coming in for Pisces who is wanting to commit? 3 of Swords. Oh, okay. Maybe someone who's heartbroken. Maybe somebody from the past, Pisces. Tower. There could be a shock. Somebody may be coming back to you from the past wanting to commit. The question was, who is coming in for Pisces who wants to commit? Well, somebody, Pisces, who may have broken your heart. Who is this person who is going to commit to Pisces? The Hermit, possibly a Virgo. Somebody who's distanced themselves from you, Pisces, for quite a while. Wow. The Knight of Coins, they're going to come in a very stable, mature energy. I mean, this is a guy who means business, right? It's as if, yep, it's been a long time coming, but I am moving towards my Pisces. Gosh, guys. Tell us more about this person. The Chariot. Okay. Well, they may be coming in from a distance. They may be a Cancerian for some of you. I think Pisces, this is someone who either distanced themselves from you because they didn't know what they wanted, okay? Or Pisces, this is somebody coming back to you to say, I'm really sorry for what happened in the past. I've been doing some soul searching. I realize you're the one. I'm ready to commit. Beautiful. So let's get some messages from this person. Here we go, guys. Hidden truth. So this is not the Knight of Wands, Pisces. We're asking what this Hermit, Knight of Coins, Chariot person would want to say to you. This is the person who's going to commit to you. What would they want to say to my Pisces? I can't stop thinking about you. That's a good start. I want to be more than friends. So maybe this is somebody you put in the friend zone, Pisces, and sort of disregarded. But this is someone who is coming back into your life. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Pisces, you may have met this person when you were healing from a very difficult relationship, or you were heartbroken over somebody else. You may not have taken this person seriously, but they felt that you might have been the one for them. What else would they want to say to my Pisces? I love you unconditionally. Wow, guys. This person's really in love. So, a beautiful ending to your reading. Yeah, this person wants to feel that way again. There was a really strong connection with this person. I think you put them in the friend zone, Pisces, because you were trying to heal from a relationship that went under. You didn't take them seriously, but this is someone who fell in love with you, and I think they're going to come back and tell you, okay? So, guys, I'm leaving it there. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for being here. And, of course, I'm sending love and light your way and many blessings. Bye now.